Hello everyone on the interwebs! My name is Kotek and today we're going to be watching Starcraft 2 Heart of the Storm replay between our red Protoss in the upper left corner of the map playing for Team Annexes, hailing from Mother Russia. It is going to be Verdi, our red Protoss, versus our blue Zerg in the bottom left corner of the map playing for the team Evil Geniuses. This is going to be Jaedong, hailing from South Korea, our blue Zerg. Now the map is Star Station, and this matchup, Protoss versus Zerg, Verdi versus Jaedong. I'm actually really looking forward to it because they're both good players, and I think this is a dream hack match on the around 16, I think. Not sure about that. Don't quote me on this. And wow, I've got an invite for some reason. I'm afraid not, buddy. But this match, yeah, I think it is from DreamHack. Don't quote me on this. But for this map and a Protoss vs Zerg, you can always have some pretty awesome matches as Protoss and Zerg in this map. There are just a lot of particularities about it, a lot of positioning involved that can just screw you up, really. Especially if it is not cross position. So if it is not like the WCS version, which is forced cross position, I think. Because look at this. Let's go with the Verdi point of view. So you can take your natural here, no problems, no biggie, just take it, and you can defend it. Yeah, but in front of you have a huge area, and you need to have a really nice concaves, and it's pretty nice engagements because, let's see, if you attack and then you're over here, you chose to take this as a third, then what happens? Then the person can just retreat and try to destroy this on his retreat path around here. Or he can just go here, or run away. Now, usually you can take this expansion as a third, although it's not really that like as a fourth, really. Sorry, but it's not that likely, anyways, because it is so far away from the base and it's so easily snipeable just by going around here. But imagine if you were to take that, then you couldn't because it would be too close to the opponent. It would be too dangerous. So you would be pretty much forced to take this one and try to progress this way. You can try and take this one, but it's just too much of a hassle, really. But for example, you were here and your opponent was here, then you were kind of forced to take this expansion. Now we're seeing a pretty basic play from both players, seeing that Jaedong is opting for 15 pool, 16-ish hatchery. He just went for the spawning pool first. You want to get that queen first, get a bit of more of a defense first, and not really worry about the economy that much. Because if you are too greedy, then sometimes it just won't work. Now he just sent 2 Zerglings that will get sniped by the Stalker, but he just wanted to do the scouting, and he saw that he was just expanding now. It's pretty normal actually, taking the double gas and taking a gateway into expand. It's a pretty normal play. I've seen it a couple of times, and it works really nicely. It's not as greedy as Forge Fast Expand, but you can defend more easily and get the warp gates out faster. You can get the Mothership Core, which can be useful to do aggression, which he might want to do. He has 1 Stalker and the Sentry, so Mothership Core aggression with the Stalker and the Sentry, that could easily be possible. Now we're seeing that Jaedong going for the really early third base, which is kind of a nice move against a Protoss player, but it can just backfire because Verdi can just take it and punish it. He can just see the Protoss, he can see the Zerg. He has a third base, so he probably doesn't have that many units, especially for the little while after the expansion is made, where he wants to focus on droning. You need to be careful when you do such a thing. You need to be absolutely sure that you're going to be able to defend any aggression that might come from the Protoss player trying to justify it. Now looking at the Forge of Verdi, he is getting a +1 attack already with his Forge. It's pretty normal. He got the Forge early for the upgrades, maybe even for a cannon here, but that was it. Another gateway. Is that gateway number 2? No, it's gateway number 3. I don't think it is even gateway number 4. Nope. Gateway number 3, with the Twilight Council, we might actually be able to see some blink action going on from our Protoss player. That could actually happen, but he is focusing a bit on the sentries more, not on the stalker style of things. He isn't even doing anything with this warp gate. Now looking at Jaedong getting that Roach Warren somewhere. Here we go. Not getting the lair yet though. He is just focusing on droning like a madman. 47 drones versus 39 probes. But it is on 3 base. Here we go, the Phoenix, the hallucinated Phoenix trying to hit that overlord, but then he realizes, okay, it's just an hallucination. It's all good. And Jaedong doesn't even care about Stargate play at the moment. It might come later on, but at the moment it's just looking fine. Getting the blink research, not going to boost it out, and 3 more gateways, making it a total of 6 gateways. And look at that, 10 drones being made. Then that droning is just mad. Now it's up to 59 drones. It is just insane. More gateways being made. Yeah, 2 more gateways. So that now it's going to be 10 gateways if I'm not mistaken. Well, there are 3 already existent, and then there will be 7 more, so 5 more actually. So 8 gateways, that'll be pretty nice. I think at 2 base he will be able to kind of support it, but he might need to expend run in the next couple of minutes if he wants to continue to be able to produce and evolve at the same time, because 8 gateways, it can be really stressful on an economy, so he might not be able to progress at all. Now Blink is halfway there, and all the gateways are just finishing now, so hopefully Verdi will have a ton of resources to produce it. But looking at the supply difference, 112 versus 78, but most of that's really drones, but a couple of roaches are as well what's causing this. Now look at this Stalker Sentry Ball. A couple of Zerglings in Jaedong's army would be pretty excellent. He does have Zergling speed, and since there are no Zealots whatsoever, then Zerglings must be great, but Roaches can kind of do it too. Now, the worst part is, Verdi already has +1 attack, while Jaedong is only now halfway there. That's Overlord's about to die, and Jaedong just a bit supply block. There we go. Now he's just gone. By the supply block, I mean, and that pylon a bit too close, and Jaedong was able to snipe it real quick. And now here we go, 12 Zerglings being made. He is just getting ready to defend this. Behind this, Verdi is just not doing anything. Maybe he's focusing on the upgrades, but nothing else. The Overlords here are starting to pile on, much like the Roaches. Now here we go, it is +2 versus +0, and here we go, he needed to burrow there, and he kind of needs to wait for the upgrade. Now the force fields here are just amazing from Verdi, but the burrow here is actually looking good for Jaedong. He's surrounding the force field, trying to surround the army itself. Will Jaedong actually be able to defend this? I'm not sure. I don't think it's actually going to be possible because the upgrade disadvantage, the upgrade difference, it is just too much. But look at this! It is Jaedong. Jaedong actually has a pretty nice chance of positioning there. Of the Roach is not excellent. But wow, Jaedong actually defended this with just pure. Never mind, we'll actually be able to defend this, not so sure. I don't think so now. Because look at this, the reinforcement stalkers are just here, doing a ton of damage. I was just about to say, Jaedong was able to defend this with pure, how should I put it? Pure Roach Zergling, but it's not looking that great anymore, especially with the Zealots there. And the Zergs just don't do anything versus those Zealots. They can just annihilate. And GG from Verdi, giving the win to Jaedong. Oh, I didn't actually see this. I actually just missed that. Those Roaches that just walked in, destroyed the forge and everything, and he did get +2. There we actually was thinking if he didn't, or if he did or didn't get +2. But the Roaches got into the expansion and just killed every bit of probe he could, which was 10 around that. I'll give the units loss, pretty similar. But it just did a ton of damage, and he was pretty much almost defending this pressure, although the Zealots were going to be a bit hard for Jaedong to defend. But I think Verdi just saw that it would be too hard to actually bounce back from it if Jaedong defended, so he just GG'd and gave the win to Jaedong. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.